business. Joining me for more on Colorado and legal weed, Pate, a criminal defense attorney and constitutional attorney. Thanks so much for joining me. And just as Casey was saying that, I wanted you to get, because that caught my attention about the cash business. Banks are stepping up saying,
right, banks are afraid to do business with these retailers because under federal law, doing anything, any type of transaction with money that comes from illegal drugs is still illegal. So if the banks were to take the money from the retailers, put it into an account, then maybe move it to another branch or another state, that remains illegal. And we've seen the same thing with medical marijuana. Banks stay away from that business, and that's why it's all cash. That's why they need the extra security.
So what kind of legal predictions are you making? I mean, already I'm reading about ski resorts are afraid of, people smoking weed and they're on the slopes, to drivers driving under the influence. A lot of families are freaked out about that. What do you think?
Well, Colorado is trying to address all of that in the regulations that they've put forth that will go into effect on January 1. As far as driving under the influence, they've set a very specific level of 5 nanograms. If you've got that much THC in your blood, then you're driving under the influence, and that's illegal. They've left it up to small jurisdictions, municipalities, to prohibit retail operations in their jurisdiction. So they're trying to do all of this basically to stay off the federal radar. The feds are going to be watching. Remember, it is still illegal to possess, sell, distribute marijuana under federal law. It's a Schedule I drug. So the only way the feds are going to stay out of Colorado if Colorado puts into place these very strong regulations and follows them to a T.
Interesting. So okay. So what about our kids? I mean, how are they going to regulate our children? I mean, I was reading that up to 60% of kids across the country now have no problem smoking pot. They see it as okay.
Well, it remains illegal under Colorado law for someone under the age of 21 to have marijuana. So it's still illegal to do that, but the perception's going to change. Obviously now, kids will see the fact that marijuana is becoming legal in certain states. I think the fear of marijuana is going to go away to the extent it ever was there, and perhaps we will see more children using marijuana, and that's one of the things that could pose a problem with this law, because if the feds think more kids are getting marijuana, other states see that happening in Colorado, there may be a backlash against legalization.
That's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I know a lot of people are paying attention to how this will impact crime and violence and our kids.
It's the first state.
Paige, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, still